Good morning, everybody. It's Monday.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to our British friends in the chat. Oh my God. I'm still waving at the damn camera. I don't even have the damn thing on.
Force of habit.
Yeah, it is. It's totally a force of habit. Oh my God. How are you doing this morning, sweetheart?
I'm doing fine. It's definitely a Monday. I feel like I've forgotten to do something, but I don't know what it is. I've got
Same.
that feeling. It's like, what haven't I done?
Yep. Same with me. It's like, okay, put the garbage out, fed the dogs, got my live stream set up, listened to Loki's show this morning. Okay, got dressed. That was hopeful. But that's about it. So like, well, it's Monday, so I don't know what to do with except for the show. Okay, crap. I'm forgetting something. I don't know what.
Yeah, can't be that important.
It can't be if we forgot what it was. But we don't forget who's hanging out in our chat. So let's see who's hanging out with us this morning, babe.
Okay.
Let's see.
We've got Philip, for God's sakes. Philip A. Demick, good morning, and Scarl. Darth Haster, good morning. Hello, love. Live at the Love Shack. Greetings. Let me scroll down.
Yeah, I'm scrolling myself, yeah.
Self Monkey, hello, love. Good morning. It's Psychodwarf. Hello. Who else have we got, sweetheart?
Oh, we got Colin. Did we say Colin?
We did not get to Colin yet.
Okay, there's Colin. Oh my God. Brain fart Monday. Hey, Rise and Shine with the Valkyries says good morning. Who knew? Let's see. Scrolling. Teleroth A is here. Good morning. Happy Monday. Let's see. Curie is here and Cobalt and Pudgy. Good morning, guys. Clobberin Times has jumped in. Hello. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Project Story Time. Chris Persia. I think that catches us up, doesn't it? My chat skipped. So did I miss anybody?
No, I think we've got everyone so far. Good morning, all.
Good morning, everybody. So I'm going to click. Sorry for the hairball, guys. Oh, and show the banner for what we're up to.
Project Story Time. Go home purple. You're drunk. Plead the fifth on that one.
I'm not saying anything. It's way too early in the morning for me to be drinking anything but coffee or water. I can't. Cooking with Ruthie. Good morning, sweetheart. Great to see you. Let's see. Let's go ahead and bring our guest in.
Yes. Yes,
so
please.
Who's joining us this morning? It's the big boss man himself. It's Stone Loki from Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Good morning, Loki.
Hi,
good morning.
That's Stone Loki. Yeah.
Stone Loki. My apologies, sir.
I have been building boats for Ragnar all weekend. That bastard keeps me so busy.
Oh, Loki, don't you have to spend some time with Helga?
Ah, yes, Helga.
She's so freaking hot. Anyway.
Oh, Floki, we missed you. Thank you for joining us again.
Thank you so much, ladies, for having me. I love this show. I love this show.
Thank you, hon. So here we go into season 2, episode 1, Brothers War.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. This was an intense episode.
Yes. Pretty much like the first season, it kicks off with a bang. And it's just so much that goes on in this episode. It's like, oh my God.
This was filmed for season 1. This would have been the ending if they had just done one season. Mm-hmm. This episode was filmed at the tail end of season 1, and they held it until the first part of season 2.
Till they got renewed?
Yep.
Yeah, I figured they would do that. Because it kind of looks that way a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, they could have done a 2-parter on Brothers War easily.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah. It does, especially like the last 20 minutes do feel like it was added on. So there's a definite kind of ending, and then there's a bit more when they found out it was being renewed. So I can fully see how, like you say, this could have been like it for the show.
It could have been. It would have been, but it would have been sad to see it go because it's so well written.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
So I'm grateful that the History Channel picked it back up for a season 2.
Oh, I heard it. There were people that were like, "Oh, they don't have the budget. They're wearing like leather biker outfits that have been modified." And you hear all this shit about this show,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Guys, you're missing the point. The character development, the writing, the growth of these people throughout this show is absolute."
Oh, yes. Darth Monkey Aura. Stone Loki. Yes. I'm squinting right now for you, Darth Monkey Aura.
What was Floki eating in Uppsala?
A bowl of
But that-
Captain Crunch.
That explains why he was tripping. Anyway, we go into the episode, and Rollo has taken sides against Ragnar with Jarl Borg.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you shady little devil. And even Floki calls it.
Yeah, he does.
And not to trust any, you know, his kin. And sure
Yeah.
enough.
Yep.
Yes. What is it? He says, don't trust in anyone to avoid disappointments in life. It's like, that's harsh.
Especially your kin. Yeah, and it's like, oh, hard burn.
But it wasn't wrong. So just
Well,
saying.
it's what he says. I was right, Ragnar.
Yep.
I was right, Ragnar. Trust
I was-
Floki. Trust in Floki. Do not trust that priest.
Oh, now we get that later too.
Yeah, we get that.
And it was weird not to see Athelstan, but I understand why he stayed back in Kettiket.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this is the battle that rages between King Horik and Jarl Borg over land rights.
Yes. Yeah.
And
they're
it finally
still,
comes to a head.
they're still disputing this patch of land that they've been arguing over back and forth, and they
Mhm.
can't come to any kind of amicable conclusion. So, next best thing, they have a battle.
Oh,
Yep.
yes. And what a battle it is.
Oh, it was bloody awesome. And I do mean bloody.
And
Oh, man.
You see something that you've never seen in the show yet, and that is a Viking berserker. And guys, for anybody who doesn't know what a Viking berserker is, you've seen the shield maidens, you've seen them fight in the shield
Mhm.
wall. A Viking berserker, his one job is to get over the line and completely cause chaos in the backfield. Once they get over that shield wall and they get behind, their one job is to do as much damage as possible. And you need someone that's big enough, strong enough to be able to fight by themselves against multiple opponents and cause as much damage as possible. This is what we mean by when we say we're gonna send in the battle angel first, and she'll spin like a top with a battle axe, and then we'll go in and clean up after that.
Yeah.
Loki, since you brought that up, I've got to ask, do you know if it was similar to what the Celts did, where they kind of worked themselves up into a frenzy before they kind of attacked?
Yes.
Or it was, yeah.
Yes, they're supposed to. It's supposed to, all their rage, all their anger, all their anything and everything that could piss them off. They are the wild cards that go in, and they could get taken down easily because they're going to be by themselves fighting.
Yeah.
And when you see what happens when they open that lineup and they get Floki into the backfield with them. They tear his ass up.
Mm-hmm.
They tear
That
him
was rough.
up.
That was rough to watch. Him
So,
going head to head with Rollo.
Yeah.
Yes.
No chance. As slippery and sly as Floki is. And Floki is really good in a fight. If it's a one-on-one fight, he's in trouble. He's in trouble, especially if it's someone like Rollo. It's just not going to end well.
And it didn't.
Yeah. It didn't, no.
Spoiler alert, it didn't.
But he didn't back down. Even when he was disarmed, he pulls a knife on him.
Yep. I love that, Cobalt and Pudgy. Loki, couple of beers, told STD renewed for 5 more seasons. Kathleen Kennedy renewed for 6 more years, and Disney cast Tom Hiddleston as Adam Sandler. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I'd hear the yell this side of the Atlantic.
Right?
Shield
Talk about
wall.
Berserker. Shield wall. Holy shit. So that was the hardest thing, was to watch Floki just get the ever-loving shit beat out of him. I'm like, please tell me they're not going to kill off this character. Please.
No. Gustav Skarsgård's position is pretty much secure. As long as he wants the job, he's got the job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As long as he doesn't do any more with that hot mess cursed, I figured he's okay.
Yeah.
Hey, old Jedi Bill. Good to see you.
Hey, Jedi. But obviously, Floki wasn't the only casualty in this particular battle. We lost one of the characters that I really liked, which was One Eye.
One Eye.
Arnie.
Yeah.
That was devastating.
Yeah.
The look of betrayal in that one eye when Rollo runs him through. Oh, my God.
Well, he even went to Rollo. And
Yeah.
was like, dude, stop this. Did my brother send you? And you're like, oh, shit.
Oh,
He's really
shit.
pissed off.
Dead man walking a green mile.
Well, that will echo on and on and on throughout this show. I'm not going to, no spoilers. We're talking about this show. I'm just saying that's going to echo and echo.
It's going to echo.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
It's good. Definitely a reoccurring theme. But what a death. It's like, oh my gosh.
Oh, that was brutal. I just thought, oh my God, this is not going to end well. Floki's going down. One Eye's dead. And the look on Ragnar's face when Rollo turns and faces him was like, son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
It was epic. I'm like, what are they going to do now? I didn't know how that whole bloody battle was going to end. And all of a sudden, Rollo just kneels.
Yes. I think one of the best things that they did with the show was the chemistry between Travis Fimmel and Clive Standen. You fully believe that these two are brothers. It's a really great kind of chemistry that they have.
And not just brothers, but they are descendants of Odin.
Mm-hmm.
They're descendants of Odin and Thor. So at least that's what the tale says, that they're descendants of the lineage of the gods.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got what all brothers eventually have is, I'm better than you. No, I'm better than you. No, I'm better at this than you. And it's a pissing contest between the two.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And when Ragnar makes that speech after the battle is over, when he says, I'm tired of our young men killing each other, we should be focused on going back to England. Screw this mess. I'm tired of fighting each other. The division in the ranks is bullshit. We should be fighting together in the shield wall and raiding England, not fighting amongst ourselves and killing our own young men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That meeting that they had at the camp where that's what they decide on, is finally coming to that bit of a truce, even though King Horik's offer was sucky. It was really shitty. I'm like, sorry, a third?
Third of the profits. Yeah.
I'm like,
it's his land. It's his land. It's not King Horik's land.
Yeah.
So, But Ragnar pulls out the ultimate offer. Come and gain glory, honor, and raid with us, and let's take our problems to the English, not each other. Let's go beat up the
English.
Yeah, let's go beat up the English, not ourselves.
Thanks, Ragnar. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Peace among your people. Let's go clobber the bejesus out of somebody else. Okay, good.
Yeah.
And I like what Ragnar says to Rollo at the end of everything. It's not that you'd care, but your niece Gita is dead. And the look on Rollo's face, wow. Mm. He's just like, holy shit, because he loved those kids.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah.
And spoiler alert, Gita died.
And there's a very touching moment. I don't want to jump too far ahead, but there is a very touching moment with Ragnar where he's out by the water, Kattegat, and he's looking out in the water and he's talking to her.
Yeah.
And one day, I will see you again. One day I will caress your face and touch your hair and hug you and embrace you as my daughter. And you can tell this has completely screwed him up and put him in a different place now.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I think the bond between the father and daughter was so strong. It's devastated him.
Yeah.
Obviously not just to lose his unborn son earlier, but to lose her and to not be there. Yeah, that was awful.
Colin asks, did I miss the point where Ragnar got the message about the plague? We all did. I don't remember him ever getting a message from anyone about the plague that was going on back in Kattegat.
No, I mean, obviously it must have been sent to him at some point, but I don't remember a messenger or anything.
No, they never said anything about it. So let's assume, yes, we missed it. But they just tossed it in for fun and profit as another way to stick the screws to Rollo. So off they wander back to Kattegat, and there's everybody on the dock, and there's poor Floki just wounded to bejesus. Poor Helga, poor suffering Helga, as per usual. Floki.
Oh, he was just playing it up. He just wanted that sympathy love.
Right.
I will take him home and mend him. Yes, Helga, take me home and mend me.
How'd go?
Girl. Good morning, Shiloh Graphics.
Yeah, so they disembark with Floki, obviously take him back to Helga to recuperate, and then Rollo gets dragged off the ship in chains.
Yeah, in chains, and everybody's calling him a traitor and
wants his death. They want his head.
They want him dead. Yeah, so they have to bring in a lawkeeper because Ragnar can't wield justice because it's his brother. So they kind of hire in a lawyer
but
to come up.
He kind of does it anyway.
Yes, he does. Yes.
Which is very slippery. I didn't catch this actually until my second or third watching of this episode with the gold coin that Ragnar shows Bjorn. I didn't catch it until actually last night. And I'm like, oh, that's where that gold coin came from. Spoiler alert.
And more importantly, that's what it went. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
As much as Ragnar went against the way, I can't remember the original Jarl's name right now.
Harrelson.
Harrelson, yeah. As much as Ragnar talked crap about Harrelson and the corruption and how it wasn't right, the things he did, he starts to learn that being Earl is not all that it is cracked up to be. And there are times where he's gonna have to kind of bypass the system to get the result he wants. Yeah. But he does it well. I mean, he has the big public hearing, and the lawgiver says, the gods have spoken and I won't speak against the gods. Rollo survived, so there's a reason why he's still here and not dead. He's got to live. That's for the people. And Ragnar's learning, I have to get what I want, I'm going to have to bypass the system with money and kind of give them what they want, but get what I want as well.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So whereas the people would go against his particular judgment, they won't go against what's perceived to be the will of the gods.
Yeah.
So that was pretty clever. But I think anyone, at least I did the very first time I watched it, were kind of thinking Rollo's getting a heck of a lot of second chances.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
Yep.
Second chance after second chance after second chance. And there's a reason, and we'll get to that later because it's things that the seer has told him.
Yep.
Mhm.
So, here we are back in Kattegat, and we have that beautiful scene, like you said earlier, Loki, with Ragnar sitting on the shores and talking to Gita.
Mm.
And that was so beautiful
Yes,
to listen to.
the way it's shot, it's almost kind of like a dream sequence.
Yep.
It's kind of blurred out and the background's very muffled. So it's almost he's gone into, I can't really call it like a trance maybe, but he's
A
certainly
little bit, yeah.
connecting on a higher plane to try and find his daughter.
Yeah.
And he even says to her, if you want to talk to me, I'm going to sit here.
I'm here. Yeah. Oh,
beautiful.
shoot.
Absolutely.
I can't believe I forgot about these scenes. Oh, shoot. With Lagertha. When Lagertha finds out about Aslaug.
We're going to swing back around to that. Yeah.
Yeah, and well, I was just about to say when right after he is talking to Gita, you hear something in the background, and it's almost like something they stole from another movie. You can almost hear it. It's dun 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 dun, and
the music was a little telling.
You know the Wicked Witch is on her way.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully, I don't get you copyright struck for that. But
copyright strike.
The Wicked Witch is definitely on her way.
On her way.
Yeah.
And yeah, he has to tell Lagertha that he slept with Aslaug. And that didn't go well. Nothing did.
Yeah, it went as well as expected.
And I love the look on Ragnar's face. He's just like, what did you tell her, boy?
Yeah.
Looking at Bjorn. Bjorn's like, everything?
It's like, no, I don't care what he said. It's what you say. It's like, don't tell me. You did this.
And let's just say Lagertha is not the happiest girl on the planet.
Or should she be? No, she shouldn't be.
No.
You've got a badass warrior shield maiden for a wife, and you stick that in crazy. I won't say that's pretty much what he did. He stuck it in crazy when he
pretty much did.
Strong, wonderful shield maiden, warrior woman, and I won't. I can't ruin anything, so I won't even say it. But
not yet.
Not yet. I'm not gonna be on when you guys do that episode, but yeah.
Might have to have you in the background for that one.
when the re-meeting happens, I'll just say this: when Ragnar meets Earl Ingstead, you guys got to have me back for that because that's one of my favorite episodes of all the time.
Mine too. That was bloody awesome. Okay, I'm spending too much time with the Brits. I'm starting to pick up on their slang.
You'll do that. You'll start saying bloody hell and things like that. Yeah.
Best part is you both got the inflection right as well.
And sawed off. Yeah.
Sawed off.
I'm so proud.
All Sam has to do is start calling people wankers, and the transformation will be complete.
I haven't done that yet.
I said
wait for it
in a sentence a couple of weeks ago. I was like,
the equal transformations are almost complete.
There's another really bad word you'll learn to say that I'm not going to say on your channel because but you start calling people that name. Well, it's an English thing. Just don't worry about it.
Don't sweat it.
mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, Pudgy's pondering.
Oh dear. What are you pondering,
dear, honey? Careful. So then we move on to the boat. Someone's coming, says Bjorn.
Something wicked this way comes, and it's on a boat, and it's very pregnant.
Super. She's not just pregnant. She's super pregnant. I was Colin P. Smith said, just how long were they away? She looks very pregnant for the apparent timeline.
Well, you got to think. Ragnar went back to Kattegat and then had to go back to Jarl Borg's land to fight over that land. Yeah. So she they had plenty of time to make her very pregnant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, plenty of time.
Just as a side note, it did kind of make me laugh just to see Aslaug and Lagertha face off against each other, just to see the size difference between the two of them. I was like, damn, she's tall.
Yeah. Remember, Psychodwarf 9, remember, Americans do not speak English. No, we do not.
Well, Aslaug's got this, like, I'm a princess. You have to love me. And Lagertha's like, bitch, I fought for everything I have. So don't give me no lip.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, well, at dinner, at the feast, surely no one is simply a farmer. And Lagertha's like, oh, I'm going to cut you.
Yeah. Well, even when Ragnar is sitting at the table and he's holding that little baby goat and he's like looking back and forth between the two, like, maybe this won't be so bad after all. I'm like, no, dude, it's going to be bad.
It's going to be bad.
Going to go well.
Go ahead.
He starts propositioning them. He's like, it's been historically proven that, two wives for an earl can work out extraordinarily well, especially for the children. And I'm like, I didn't know that.
Look alike in his face.
Is just looking at him like, now, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, no, this is not going to end well.
Darth the Monkey Oreth needs more coffees. Yeah, so do I. But Travis Fimmel, oh my god, he played that so well.
He did. He's like rubbing Lagertha's shoulder and he's kind of kissing her and trying to kind of butter her up a little bit, trying to play it cool, and she just shuts him down. No.
Nope.
It's like, get off of me.
But again, he puts her in a really difficult position because she's the wife of the earl. She has a certain, she has to behave in a certain way. As much as she'd probably like to break a plate over his head at this point.
At this point, at the table, nonetheless. Right in front of God and everybody. It's like, okay, just do it.
And that's what Ragnar doesn't get. He really doesn't. Lagertha would never do that. Aslaug, on the other hand,
Aslaug would send one of her girls to do it.
Yeah, she would. She wouldn't care. The drama and the court intrigue, that's what she lives for. Lagertha is like all about the respect and honor, and you do not do this in public, and you do not do that. And I think if Ragnar had come to her and be like, hey, let's before he ever did anything, and like talk to her about it and worked something out where it wasn't like a constant thing, he may have been able to get away with it, because you saw what they did to Athelstan in season 1. They were like, hey, priest, why don't you come join the party? And it was not, she had nothing to do with this. So it really, I think, boils down to she had no say in any of this, and she has been completely disrespected. She is a shield maiden, a Viking shield maiden, and he completely disrespected her.
That, and he did it in public. This wasn't a conversation they had in private. He says this at the head table in front of everyone.
In front of everybody.
Yeah. And
I think they even cut to Floki at one point where he's kind of like,
Yeah.
And it was real quick. It was just a flash, but he just like for once stops eating and is like, what? You see this whole shit look on his face. And then when Aslaug, brings food in and Lagertha's sitting there like, what the hell? Oh, I didn't prepare it. My ladies did.
She was impressed, though, for a moment.
She was very impressed. She was impressed.
And then it was like, oh, no, she just went and bought the ingredients.
My ladies cooked for me. And even poor Ragnar sitting between them is just like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, if she had gone and done that, like, oh no, I tracked a boar in the wilderness over the night, last night, and I killed it, and I prepared it, and da 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 da.
Yeah.
I think she would have been very, very impressed with that, but no.
No.
Mm-mm.
There was one thing I was going to just touch on because you mentioned it. He was sitting there holding a lamb. Do you think that was symbolic that they added it, as like a piece between them that he was trying to do? Or do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and that scene with Bjorn, or the scene when he's
the scene at the table
little...
because he's got
he's
got a lamb on his lap. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
when
that disgusted the hell out of Aslaug too.
Mm-hmm.
She just does this look like, ugh, ew.
Why is he petting a baby lamb? And he's just like, I'm just trying to be cute. And look how loving I am. Little lamb. What a good father figure I am. Look, everyone, I'm just petting a little lamb. Hello. Yeah, that was like almost like, look how innocent I am.
I am. Yeah.
No.
And we're like, yeah, no.
Love Kiss was looking at it like she wants to cook it for dinner. Yeah. Oh gosh.
What does Colin say? Actually, I thought that scene did show how medieval life didn't have as much privacy as we take for granted these days, even in a noble hall.
True, but I think he was just being a bit of a jerk to kind of put her on the spot like that. That was a conversation that could have easily have been done in private, even if it was between the three of them. But for him to do it at the head table at a feast, I think
that was embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
That was a hard pill for Lagertha to swallow.
Well,
she just couldn't believe the nerve.
The hall, the longhouse, historically in Viking history, the longhouse was a place for anyone to congregate. If you wanted like to get warm and you didn't have a fire at home, you just went in, had a couple of drinks, hung out by the fire, and it was a place anybody could go to. Now, did you sit in Ragnar's chair? Oh, hell no.
Hell no.
But you could, anybody, any Norse could walk in, warm themselves by the fire, and to refuse that, oh, that was like a huge slap in the face. You didn't make people wait at your door. You brought them in, you sat them down, you got them a drink, you gave them some food, and they chilled by the fire. That's like standard operating procedure for the Vikings at this moment in time. You didn't refuse anybody.
Yes, that's why they were so insulted by Jarl Borg when he kept them waiting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was not cool. Of course, Jarl Borg is an asshole, and we all know eventually he gets what's coming to him. But no spoilers.
Well, not just an asshole, but a crazy asshole. This guy's
he's a freaking nut job.
Yeah, he's a few fries short of a Happy Meal. This guy's not no. As much as you're like, well, he kind of got screwed over, didn't he? So he's a right to be a little pissed. There's also the whole, petting the skull, and
That was creepy.
There was one bit that we did gloss over because we jumped straight to the end, which was the trial part. There was a back and forth between Rollo and Siggy, and also Rollo and Ragnar.
Oh yes, Rollo and Siggy, especially. She was shocked, first of all, that he was saved. But not surprised, if that makes sense. Because Siggy's always got an ulterior motive for everything she does. She's one shady bitch.
Well, she was also a puppet master behind the scenes, so she knows how Jarls operate. She knows how all this works.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Even from the first time you meet her, you kind of get the impression that she's the brains behind the operation.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, she's the one who always knows the dealings in the court. She knows, people's business. She knows what's going on before the elders.
Yes. So they have an exchange. Rollo's kind of given up. He's just packed it in, even though he's been saved, and she's trying to cheerlead, and be like, no, you need to go and do this. You need to go and do that. And he's just like, what for? Why bother? So
The problem is that Ragnar went to him and said, "We do this together. Me and you, brothers to the bone, the descendants of Thor and Odin, we are going to go to the new land and raid, and we're going to do this together." And now everyone's hail Ragnar. Not hail Rollo. It's Ragnar took our people, and Ragnar made the journey. And where's Rollo in all of this?
Right. So he kind of just blah. He's given up.
But he even says to Ragnar, even, he wanted to step out of his shadow, but when he did, there was no sunlight to be had. So
pretty much
it just completely knocks him for six. It's like, well, I tried, to be my own.
I gave it a shot.
He's got to learn that even if there is no sun outside of Ragnar's shadow, you fight in the shade. Fuck it. Make your own destiny.
Yeah.
Yes.
Excuse me. So what in the scenes with Ragnar caught you, babe?
Oh, just that the kind of back and forth. It's like no matter what Rollo gets, he's never quite satisfied. And even
he's never happy.
He can one up his brother. It always backfires on him. But Ragnar is so kind of willing to forgive him each time.
Yeah. And he keeps doing it. I mean, brothers. They're brothers.
But again, Rollo doesn't want to ride Ragnar's coattails. He wants to be known as a hero himself.
Well,
yes.
There is a scene coming up, and I won't spoil anything for anybody, but Rollo gets to be honest, and he tells him, as much as I felt like I've been in your shadow, I love you. You're my brother. I would fight with you to the death against anyone. And he feels that way even now. It's just he doesn't know how to get sun, like Purple said. He doesn't know how to get the sunlight he wants. He just knows he can't do it in Ragnar's shadow. He just doesn't know how to get there.
Right. He gets there eventually, but no spoilers.
Another one that's at odds with Ragnar at the moment, obviously, is Bjorn. He's very, very unhappy with what's happened. He clearly misses his sister terribly. And he's just furious with Ragnar for what he's done with Aslaug. Hates her.
He's like,
hates her with
this
a
is a kid who's flaming pissed. And at such a young age, he's soaking up all of this drama.
He's
just like, why are you behaving this way?
Yeah. He even says to his father, she brings unhappiness and difficulty. It's like, he sees what's going on. But he's, because he's so small, there's nothing he can do about it. But that frustrates him.
Psycho Dwarf 9 says sometimes one's place is a really great lieutenant.
But that's not enough for Rollo.
No,
that's never enough for Rollo.
And Colin P. Smith is correct. Rollo is the elder brother. Rollo is Ragnar's older brother. So technically, he should be the one leading the charge. But Ragnar made the trip. He made the journey, and he made a name for himself. We were kind of talking about that earlier on my show this morning. If you feel like you have something big to contribute, don't let anything stop you. Don't cry, don't whine, don't bitch, don't moan. Go out and do it and stop worrying about everybody else.
Yeah.
And that's what Rollo needs to do. He needs to just go out and create his own story and his own destiny and stop worrying about Ragnar. Once Rollo stops worrying about Ragnar and people loving Ragnar and Ragnar's reputation, he's going to become his own person and find exactly what he's desired.
Yes.
Out of the shadow.
Out of the shadows, and into his own spotlight.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, we get to a sad part of the episode, and I like Thorsten. as Lagertha is packing to leave, and even Floki says, so you're leaving then. Thorsten pulls Bjorn aside and is like, no matter what, you have to stay with your father. And Bjorn is like, ugh.
Yeah,
Well,
even says to him, if you don't do this, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. He really kind of hammers it home.
Yeah, he really digs that knife really in there. It's like, oh, Jesus, Thorsten.
One of my favorite lines from a movie is "Mother is the name of God on the lips and hearts of all children."
All children. Mm-hmm.
And Bjorn knows he wants to go with his mother. He wants to be there for his mother. He wants to protect his mother because Ragnar's not going to be around, and his mother needs that.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to go with her. He's just getting told, you can't. You have to stay with your dad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, oh, God, Lagertha leaving was like, ugh. In a lot of ways, I felt like she kind of gave up, but she didn't really have a choice.
No,
because Ragnar put her in this position. So,
well, she even says to him, once he finds out that she's leaving, he rides out to kind of intercept, and she says to him, "You humiliated me. You disrespected me. What more?
Yeah.
What choice do I have?"
Yeah.
Exactly.
He created the drama. She will not play second fiddle, and she shouldn't. She shouldn't play second fiddle to another woman, and that's what Ragnar wants. Aslaug is not going to play second fiddle. Lagertha is not going to play second fiddle, and Lagertha has been slapped in the face. So the only thing she can do is go and, like Rollo should, go and find her own destiny.
Her own way, yeah. But he's pleading with her, stay. And she's just like, no, like you said, Loki, you've humiliated me. I can't go back there. You made me look like an ass. I can't do that. And what shocked me was Bjorn running up and finally standing his own ground, being his own man and saying, no, I'm going with my mother.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that shocked look on Ragnar's face of like, oh my God, I'm losing everything because of this woman.
Yep.
Yep.
Like, well, you made your bed, stupid.
Oh yeah, it was fully his mess. I mean, I don't think he ever thought that she would follow him back to Kattegat, but there was always that kind of idea that it might happen.
Yes.
And I think it put him in a situation that he didn't know what to do. So he kind of tried to kind of spin it so it would work in his favor.
Yeah. He tried.
And not to break your guys' flow here, but Darth Monkey Orath, thank you.
I just saw this.
I am going to look at that, and I will have a video about that out soon. That's a big win for Microsoft, because that most likely means anything Bethesda or ZeniMax Media comes out with will be Microsoft exclusives from this point forward. Hopefully they can fix Bethesda. Bethesda has really screwed.
Has it gone to shit?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yes. With Fallout 76 and the shit they've been coming out with, it's a giant mess. But if they can fix it, and for the next Elder Scrolls, that would be a huge win.
It's gone downhill.
I don't know. I didn't know anything about this. I mean, I have connections to Microsoft, so I can't say anything bad about the company. So, this is. We were talking about this earlier because somebody had mentioned it on your show, Loki, in the chat, about the Bethesda gaming group going to Microsoft.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay. And then hopefully, Second Dark Knight says hopefully they'll unflag Fallout.
Definitely.
No, Fallout 76 is fragged. Hopefully
it's dead.
Okay.
the next Elder Scrolls, whatever they do after Skyrim, I know they're in mid-production right now, but
Okay.
the next Elder Scrolls game, hopefully this will get them on track and make sure it's not another complete debacle like 76 was.
Yes.
So ID Software is now Microsoft then?
Yep.
Asked Darth Haster. I don't know. This is where my knowledge kind of goes, okay, whatever. I leave it up to you nerds.
You're talking Doom. Doom, you know Doom. No. Yeah, Doom should be owned by Microsoft now.
Okay. Is that game fucked? I mean, I'm not a gamer, you guys, so this is where I'd have to rely on you guys.
Evolution was good. I liked it, even though you had like a Doom unicorn outfit that I was like, what the hell are y'all doing?
Oh, that's okay, Darth Monkey or Wrath. I don't mind. I'm sure Purple doesn't mind either. But yeah, Latino Slant's gonna pull us back into reality, at least for our show, real quick. Regarding Bjorn, it was a great moment for him as he first chose to stay with Ragnar, but ultimately had to protect and be there for his mom. Yeah.
Well, he was pushed. He was pushed into staying with Ragnar. Like we were talking about, it was like everyone was telling him, you have to stay with your dad and basically be a Viking and stay with your dad. And he was like, no, I'm going to go with my mom. And and it's ultimately, we're going to see it's a good decision. It's a good decision he made.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You could tell that that's where his heart was telling him to go anyway. But it was like he was torn between, what he's expected to do and what he actually wants to do. And for him to finally make that choice and do what he wants to do, that was a big deal for him.
I love Pudgy's comment. Purple Doom, all things purple, even chainsaw. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Well, I'm curious as to why Pudgy has a purple chainsaw. Why Pudgy even has a chainsaw to begin with.
Oh, there's always
concerned.
There's always a chainsaw in Doom, no matter what it is. Even if it's purple Doom, it's got a purple chainsaw.
Okay. Just want to make sure I'm on the right page here, folks. So we closed out the episode with Lagertha and Bjorn leaving Ragnar behind. And off they go.
And Ragnar walking back into the longhouse and touching the stomach of Aslaug and being like, I hope it was worth it.
Kinda. It's like, And she's just kind of like, ha ha. I'm like, you bitch. Do not like you.
Yes. She got what she wanted.
And yeah,
I said it before when we first introduced to her, but she's oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh no, sorry, carry on.
Brain fart.
I was just gonna say Latino Slant. I love the kid that played Bjorn. I love the actor that takes his place as an adult. I didn't think I'd like him at first. I was like, man, I don't know. I really like the kid. But then, you fall in love with adult Bjorn, even when he's like, I'm going to do exactly the same shit my dad did and sleep with everyone. And, yeah. Even
sleep with all the girls.
Sleep with all the girls. I'm gonna tell this one I love her unconditionally and forever, and then I'm gonna go on to this one and say the same thing, and then I'm gonna go on to this one and say the same thing, and then I'm gonna lose this one and get married again to this one, and yeah, Bjorn is the Victor Newman of Vikings.
Little Young and the Restless there. Colin P. Smith says, "Oh, I hope Aslaug gets her comeuppance."
It's possible, Colin.
It's possible.
Keep watching.
Yep, keep
watching folks.
So, what did you guys think of it as an opening episode for the new season? I mean,
I thought it was outstanding.
There was so much going on. It could have been a two-part.
I was going to say it could have easily been a two-part, or a 2-hour opening for season 2 because there was so much going on.
Well,
connect
the last episode to this episode, and you have your 2-parter.
Yeah, but you still could have even expanded a little more on this stuff, like looking at what Jarl Borg, a little more into what Jarl Borg was up to, and maybe just a little more hints at how crazy this motherfucker was. Pardon my French.
Well, Colin, you get a time jump in the very next episode. That's why you can tell this was filmed in season 1. You get this episode for the opener, but then 4 years jump, and you realize, watch the beginning of the second episode. As you watch the first 5 minutes, you will see, holy shit, this is the first episode they filmed for season 2.
Yeah.
It really is. The way they open it, the way they have the credits after the opening, the way you see the people in the hall, how Floki comes in and he's fine, and you're like, holy shit, this is the opener for season 2. Mm-hmm. They held back that episode from season 1 to give like a update on everything. But you could see how they could have ended it like that. Like as soon as he touches Aslaug's stomach at the end of the first episode of this season, you realize, holy shit, this was the end. This was the ending of season 1, and they just held it back so that they could open with this. And then boom, you've got they knew they were getting renewed by this point. When they filmed this, they knew, okay, we're getting renewed. So they just held it back. Yeah.
It was a smart decision, but at the same time, it's like History Channel. Come on, make up your mind, damn it, and renew this show. Instead of waiting, Yeah. Yeah, they time jump a lot through the series, Latino slant.
Yeah.
Well, you got to think it's not all rating. It's not all rating and fighting and discourse. At the beginning of the next episode, they tell you nothing's happened. So what is there to really cover in those 4 years where nothing's happened? They haven't gone back to England. They haven't done shit. They've just been chilling and growing their ranks and getting stronger.
Right. Well, they've got to replace everybody that was lost, essentially. Because it really devastated their ranks with that, internal massacre, so to speak.
And as you all know, in this episode, there's going to be 3 armies going to England. You've got Jarl Borg, you've got Ragnar, and you've got the King. So you've got 3 different armies that are going to be going to England.
Yeah. So, on we go to episode 2. And 3, which we'll be covering next week.
And thank you, ladies, so much for inviting me. I'm already like, can we get to season 3 so I can come back again?
While I am gone, I will be building boats for Ragnar.
Floki and his boats. Floki the fisherman. Floki the boat builder.
Floki.
So thank you for coming on,
say
boss.
that in this episode when he goes to visit him.
What, babe?
It's okay.
Oh, what? Yeah, he says it. Purple, you're right. He does say it.
Building boats for Ragnar.
Oh my God, he actually does say it. You're right.
He does. He does say it in this episode.
Building boats for Ragnar. I've been building boats for Ragnar.
Even in the ice and snow.
Yeah.
I think he said. But he's never too busy to complain.
No, he's never too busy to complain.
What is this? I want to be purple space marine. Cool. I think you got a marine, hon. That's a gaming reference. I'm taking it because I'm
Doom.
Like, what?
Doom. More Doom.
Doom. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I'm not a gamer, guys. I have to leave Purple and Loki alone with that one. I'm checking it out and see if I can get a clue. Nope, Sammy doesn't have a clue at all. It's Monday. I don't give a shit.
We'll have to do a game run through of Doom. on. I know I will not wear the unicorn outfit.
Oh, come on. Excuse me. No, I don't have the Rona, guys. It's my allergies. Well, shoot, guys. It's almost 11 o'clock. It's time for us to wrap this up.
Went by too fast. Blink of an eye and it's over.
It always does when you're on. We love having you on the show, Loki.
Us.
Oh, thank you.
We do.
Thank you, Sam.
We really do. Okay, they're still talking about games, and it's very distracting. Oh, look at this. You got to vote for Purple and Loki, new show.
Oh, well, you know what? Purple, if you would like to do commentary while I'm running through Doom, I could do a Doom playthrough for you guys. And if you want to hang out and do commentary, I'm always looking for someone to ride shotgun. I know it didn't work with Mexican Iron Man. I think it's because we were using Zoom. But I know if we load up through Steam, that will work.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I'm down for that. I'll give that a go.
Heck yeah.
So Goodwill and Cobalt and Pudgy, you may have a new show on your hands. That'd be awesome. I'll watch because I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about, but okay.
It's all about metal and metal music, chainsaws, shotguns, and space marines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And just tearing through your enemies.
Oh,
It's cool.
okay. Sammy Joe is going to be my new slant co-host, please. We'll talk about it. I mean, because we're going to be on. Little announcement, guys. We're going to be on Latino Slant's show on Thursday evening, to talk about the Zoot Suit riots from the 1940s. So, get out your best swing dress, girls and guys. Get out your Zoot Suits. It's going to get real.
Big band swing.
Big band swing. Yeah, that's the good stuff. That's awesome. That's right in my wheelhouse since I'm a vintage spaz. I love the 30s and 40s. So I'll have my best swing dress on for sure. And my dancing shoes. All right, you guys. It's time for us to say adios and good morning.
Loki, what have you got going on?
Yeah, what are you up to?
Nothing till tomorrow morning. I am in discussion with a pretty big guest. I don't know if they'll be able to do it yet, but we are talking about it. I'm not going to blow the horn on it and let anybody know. I'm not going to let the Jack in the Box out yet, but if it happens, it should be a really awesome morning show. So
awesome.
Cool.
What do we got going on, babe?
We've got the Wednesday show coming up, which we're just trying to kind of finalize a guest on. And then on Friday, we've got Colin and Jeff joining us.
Yep.
To talk King Arthur.
That should be a good show. And then Friday, right after our show, we're on with Lorena Creole on her lunch table.
Nice.
So it's gonna be a busy week for these Valkyries, let me tell you. All right, everybody out there, we love you all. Thank you so much for coming to the show this morning, and we will see you there, but for the graces of the gods, in the chat tomorrow morning on Loki's Mornings of Mischief, and we'll be back here on Wednesday, hopefully with a special guest. So fingers crossed, guys.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Love you guys.
Take care, everybody.
Bye, Loki. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, Valkyries.
Bye, everyone. Have an awesome day. I'm waving at the camera, guys. I'm waving at the damn camera. Bye, y'all. Have a great day.
Later, everybody.